Hey friends, this is Life Coach Rich coming to you again, talking about today not creating a negative environment on your team. So if you have the privilege of coaching some kids, whatever age, then take it from me. I've learned and I've made mistakes in those areas where sometimes I didn't create a positive environment. I got mad, angry, and then I'm just kind of beating the kids down with the mistakes that we made. We need to do this different. We need to do this different. And I created a negative environment for the kids, and we really don't want to do that. If at all possible, then you want to try to remain as calm as you can. And I've made mistakes related to that area, but um, we want to not beat them up related to mistakes. Sometimes I would say, "What are you doing?" I would yell across the floor, "What are you doing?" That doesn't that, in the middle of a game, that doesn't help the kid focus more on the game. It was just an outburst of my anger, and I've had to apologize to families and kids, and so I've learned through that process if we really want to try to uh, to check our anger at the door. I've learned a couple of things related to anger, and I'll make a separate anger video, but really is that me yelling, it does not help that kid play better. If they're not doing what I want them to do in the first place, does me yelling across the floor, does it at them in anger? And that's more about me, and they're not meeting my expectations. And so I've learned a lot of times we didn't practice enough for them to be comfortable with what I wanted them to do. So is that the kid's fault or is that my fault? Well, that's my fault because I didn't dedicate enough time for that particular play or that particular scheme that we were trying to do. So then they weren't running it correctly. I need to do a better job coaching and be less angry at them when I see mistakes on the floor. But even when I see mistakes on the floor, then I don't need to yell at them and beat them down in a way that's going to create a negative environment for the team. And then that's gonna hurt my relationship with them as players. I've had parents, give me feedback, and I'm appreciative of that feedback. As in, hey, my kid's starting to not like being on the team because of the environment that you're creating. And so if there's a problem, there's a thing in business, like even in the business world, if there's a problem with morale, we'll look at the top. It comes from the top, whoever the leaders are at the top, and then it trickles down. The same is true on a basketball team or a sports team. Part of what the kids are gonna feel and bond and be a part of that team. What's that environment? What's that atmosphere that you're creating on that team? What's that atmosphere that you foster? If it's one of negative energy, then you're just not going to achieve as much as if you have more positive energy. Then it's going to be better. It's You're going to achieve more together whenever you're more positive instead of whenever you're kind of just beating everybody down. So I've appreciated that feedback that I've gotten from parents in the past. I've tried to learn from that. Is to really watch what I say, and then also not to focus on the mistakes. We can think about mistakes and try to grow from them and learn from them, but I don't want to focus on those. I want to try to refocus my attention towards. Oh well, we really need to work on that. So I need to do a better job coaching, and not a better job yelling at the kids. Really, it comes down to you can do everything that you can do coaching wise, but they are the ones that have to go on the court and make the decisions. They are the ones that have to go on the court and protect that ball when they're dribbling. They're the ones that have to go on the court and not let that ball just fly. If I think that I might want to pass it to that person, I'm just going to let it fly. Oh, there was a steal, and it's a transition layup to the other side. So they're the ones that have to make those decisions on the court, and so you yelling at them is not going to help them make better decisions. Just accept that they're going to make some mistakes, and you want to continue to push them to succeed and try to play to their potential. But you do want to be careful in how you handle during the game situations, not creating a negative environment. And even after the game, still not creating a negative environment. Or maybe you can wait until practice and then you just tear into them about how terrible they did in the last game because of this and this and this. And that's just not great. You can talk about it in a different way that we can learn from it and they can learn from it. And then we're going to practice appropriately to try to get better at those things because, yeah, they probably do need to improve on things. Um, So that would be the main things that I have for you as far as you as a coach. You're responsible for creating a great environment for the kids to play in. And I've coached all the way from 10-year-olds all the way through varsity. Um, and I've made mistakes, and so I'm trying to pass along wisdom and learning that I've taken from those mistakes. So hopefully you won't make as many mistakes as I did, and had to apologize for a lot of stuff. Hopefully you'll do better at that than I did, and that's why I'm trying to pass those tips along. It'll be so much better. It'll be more of a great experience for you and the players. They'll appreciate you coaching. You just have to remember, I'm going to focus on what I can do coaching wise to help them be the best that they can. But ultimately, when they step on the court, I have to pull back and go, hey guys, I believe in you, and go out there and do your best. And so just journey with them through that game, and they're going to make some mistakes. One of the things I try to do more now is, hey, don't, I might yell their name, if they made a turnover, and I just yell at somebody, hey, let's lock in, don't worry about it, so I'm wanting them to focus on having a short memory in the game. Don't worry about it. I'm not yelling at them like, what in the world were you thinking? Something like that. I just want them to have a short memory. Let them know that, hey, it's okay. It's everybody's going to make a mistake, and then just put it behind you, and let's lock in, and let's focus on what the next play is. So just put it behind you, play good offense, defense, keep focusing on that, and put those mistakes behind you. So that's something that I'm trying to do now, as in just tell them, hey, it's okay. I might yell at them in the sense that I'm getting their attention. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, let it go. Let's go. Let's focus. And then so I think that creates a lot better environment during the game. You're working together better as a team because you're part of that team. You're the coach. You're part of that team. You're fostering a positive environment. How do you do that? That's part of your job during the game situation. They're out there executing what you want them to, offense and defense, but you're fostering that environment. That's part of what you're doing to work together with them during a game. So, guys, hopefully that was helpful. We need to keep improving together. This is Life Coach Rich. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.